Hello, welcome back to another interesting edition. In today's very edition here, I'm gonna be going into the missing critical analysis, details, proofs, reveals, which was made in certification that was actually made prior to the self-charging technology of Maxwell Chikumbutso. That's gonna save you a lot of money. So if you're about to buy a car in 2025, there are a lot of products you wanna wait and hold your horses because price of things is gonna be crashing. I'm gonna be talking about this in the next video. But in this very video today, I'm gonna be going ahead to critically analyze how I believe that this is truth. And if truth is not fetched from this, then truth can never be found anywhere else. Now, right now in front of you is a Pro EV that is designed and manufactured by a manufacturer called Kai in China. One missing information, one of the most confusing information which most people often don't get is Maxwell Chikumbutso, it's not a car company. Maxwell Chikumbutso don't produce a car. He only invented the technology that can power your car to run infinitely. That should be well understood. And this is the working prototype which he's showing to the current president of Zimbabwe, President Emerson. The rest of the name is too mouthful to call. So most of you, when you see the car, you say, oh, he is using an EV from China to come and scam the people. So I want you to get the difference. The reason why I'm actually making this critical analysis, a mixed analysis, which a lot of you guys didn't get, is because of the Western folks. They can really so much critically analyze things the way we Africans do. They just see something on a face value and just brand it scam. While some others can actually say that this can be stemming from a racial discrimination, or they're saying that does anything good come from Nazareth could actually be the reason. Now, this set aside, and for us to fully understand and grasp why I am 100% or even 1000% behind this guy's invention, that it is real, his attempt on his life back in 2017 when he went to US to get his invention patented, and they labeled it a perpetual motion. They poisoned him and the rest of his team. But thank God he made it. And now, back in 2025, the whole Western world is shut down because of his 6 innovation, which I've shared in my channel. So go ahead and watch it. Now, for us to fully understand why I am strongly behind him, there have been past about 2003 and 2015 a lot of groundbreaking technology and people who came to verify and certify him from US and LA University, some engineers also included. So who would say it better like them? A lot of you guys might feel that they have been bought and paid. You know, this skepticism thing, destructive skepticism thing, is like a disease that is incurable. It's like a cancer. When it gets hold of some people, they will never understand, they will refuse to understand, even when it is right in their face, until when the reality is right before them. Now, if we reflect back to the Bible, I know a lot of you guys don't read Bible like me, but I've read it in the past. There was people, disciples of Jesus, who didn't believe he died or nailed on the cross. Even when they are dipping their hand on the wound on the sore of Jesus, they couldn't still believe it. So a moment ago, you've just witnessed the television, self-powered television, which this guy here, he didn't build the television, he only built the technology that powered it, but people still didn't believe. So let's get into it so you hear from the horse's mouth.
To have built a car, a generator, and even a helicopter that ran on radio frequencies. A true free energy device that keeps batteries consistently charged. It took me several months to find him, but when I did, it blew my mind. This time we took engineer Nils Rognerud to assist with the vetting. When Nils and I arrived and met Maxwell, I was very impressed with just what a gentle, true-seeming soul he was. And then the next morning, we went to see the device, and he gave us a full tour. I was practically ecstatic. It was such a beautiful, elegant device.
What we're looking at is called the green power off-grid machine. It is 0.5 megawatt, and we are relying with the radio frequency. We harness the radio frequency, convert it into pure energy that is useful. It is called a microsonic energy device. A microsonic energy device, it is the generator in this machine.
For people who are not familiar with this, 0.5 megawatt, how much will that power in terms of a house or a community or what?
We're talking of about 300 standard house homes, yeah,
Okay.
that you can power with one machine.
So there's no oil burning, there's no fires going on or anything, so where's the energy coming from?
We're harnessing it straight away from the natural energy that God has just put in the on our earth. Yeah, the radio frequency.
So nothing unusual, but the main point is that a meter away there's no frequencies being transmitted from a microwave tower next to the park we're standing in.
It's a poignant day for us here, and amidst the excitement of seeing this for the first time, a couple of strangers showed up on the site where we were being shown these devices, and Maxwell, the inventor, took us aside as soon as he could and said, these guys are from the government, and I didn't know they were coming. Unfortunately, we're truly concerned about this gentleman, and we're just going to take every precaution that we can to keep ourselves safe, to keep him safe, and to keep this knowledge safe.
The microphone we had on Maxwell picked up the conversation that he had with one of the officials. So we quickly got the tape translated and found out that the government official was promising Maxwell a power purchase agreement where the government would pay him for generating energy for the country. It was good corroboration that they believed he had what he claimed. Although Maxwell didn't trust him because the government had already put him in prison in an effort to steal his technology.
Big Blue started at 4:36 p.m. We're here with Maxwell, and the test is starting.
Once we arrived on site, our goal for the vetting was to establish that the device could power a welding machine, which uses a lot of electricity very quickly, for long enough that it couldn't be running on batteries alone.
So you were asking where the energy came from. You mentioned the other day the sun, but it's not like solar energy.
No,
right?
it's not. We're not using solar energy because this one is not even affected with clouds, light, and things like that. It just works.
So the energy, the radio frequencies that you're harnessing, are they there in space, in the field all the time?
Yes, they are. From the first day we started to test the machine, we have been analyzing and we saw that the radio frequency is there. But one thing that we want to know for sure is it alien or is it man-made from another planet or is it from God? That's where we need, I think, scientific people to define exactly. But we know the radio frequency, we have everything.
If it's still a fully charged battery, the test is successful.
It's not screws.
Oh, that's 217.
0.9.
That's perfect.
We get it.
So that's the 18 battery.
Yeah, that's the 18 batteries.
217. So that's higher than the nominal voltage.
Dude! Wow!
So much.
That is awesome.
That's the 18 4-volt batteries. So that's higher voltage.
Thank you.
Give us 2 thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
One final check of the battery voltage revealed a shocking result. Not only had the machine outlasted the expected battery life, but the batteries were still fully charged. This proved that the device was being powered from an unknown energy source.
Thank you.
This is one of the happiest days of my life, and I am so proud of this man who has gone through so much. He's listened to the voice of the divine coming through him, and he's done whatever it takes to bring this through for humanity. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Ah. Now we're going to get you well.
The test we did yesterday is historic. I still am digesting it because it basically means the end of fossil fuels.
A lot of you folks who are coming across my channel for the first time are a little bit confused. Why am I so strong? Why am I having a stronger voice supporting this very guy, Maxwell Chikumbutso? I know him from nowhere, but I have analyzed things. I've seen this man. It's not the first time I'm seeing this white man on the screen here who traveled all the way from US to go and test the technology from Maxwell Chikumbutso. That was about some years ago. And guess what? One of the groundbreaking invention of Maxwell Chikumbutso, which this very man here tested, is not even the SATE-KIV. There was no SATE-KIV prototype that's fully functional and running as Maxwell Chikumbutso present in 2025. There was no super bike. There was only a very small car, which he just branded SATE on it, and a helicopter. And after that, he showed some generator, a very big power generator that doesn't stop running. And he also showcased a battery that doesn't run out of juice. Guess what? This very white guy here, I think is from Elite University, came all the way to come and test that battery. And guess the kind of test he actually tested the battery. He uses the battery to perform a welding. And while he was performing the welding, the battery power could not drop. And it was something miraculous he couldn't believe with his eyes. I guess he's the purest one of the white folks. The rest are just, a lot of them rest are just like butchers. I mean, you find this kind of game-changing invention, and you want to terminate the inventor who invented instead of to embrace him and award him for it to encourage others. I thought we are harboring dreamers of great change makers and not killers. So that is when I started following this guy up concerning this self-charging. And I started reasoning out of the context of possibility of fitting alternator into cars to make them charge on the go. But a lot of people didn't give it attention, right? So when he came out in 2025 with a prototype, not just with the prototype, the two mid-size SUV, SATE-KIV, which that's a combination of him, he is the SATE technology, he worked with SATE technology group, then the KAI, Chinese automotive industry, big automotive industry, merging together. So Chinese provide the automotive mobility, while SATE, which is Maxwell Chikumbutso, installs his self-charging microsonic device that powers the car infinitely. So in saying that, it wasn't enough, but him presenting it to explain how it works to the current president of Zimbabwe, it's no lie, it's no scam. So where you white folks who are so filled with skepticism as to start branding him a scam is my concern. That is why I really distress about it, that it's a sign of failure and loser, that when someone defeats you in a context fight, branding him a cheat and a winner makes you a weaker person and a loser. So this is the generator as of that time. This is the white man who came to inspect it. And I'm going to bring out the clip about the barrier that he was testing in my channel here so that you guys can take a look at it. My ultimate concern is not even to convince you guys that it works, right? Because I know it's already working. In Africa, there are scams everywhere, in China, in every part of Africa, but every part of the world. But African ones seem to be more louder because... Okay, that's one part of the whole show. Now, if the elite university professor and some engineer came to certify that this is real, what next? Now we have this very product which is holding on his hands. A lot of people are confusing it for Burnley solar charger system from China. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it is with Chinese market? Anybody can go to Chinese market and buy just the same product but with different specifications. I don't know that you guys are not fast in thinking enough to be able to see that coming. You can have the same car with different specification. It's been going on, it's not the first time. So now here on the other side, he is showing this is 2025. The other era there is in 2025. It's actually far back in 2015 or so. But this is 2025 where Maxwell decided he want to review this car before the president of Zimbabwe, the current president of Zimbabwe, Emerson. How would you think that such a thing is a scam? This is one of those critical analyses which most of you don't, maybe you didn't watch it, because you know what it feels like when you're having a grudge over something. It won't allow you to clearly see the picture the way it's painted. You're going to be having a lot of doubts. You're going to be having a lot of uncomfortabilities. This goes to mostly the white people, because I don't know where they spread hate against the black people is coming from, to the point that, the black people invented such a huge disruptive technology, and they can't just even watch the video to see the proof, to see the critical analysis, the certification, the process this has gone through to before it was made publicly available. And they're still looking for proof. They are still looking for how it works. Down to blueprint, down to chips, down to the PCB board. Who gave you such kind of information? Nobody gives you that kind of information, not even Elon Musk. And these are the prototype, and it's super power bike that is self-powered. Like I said, he is not a car maker. That is why he have to collaborate with a car maker in China, where it's going to be affordable. Do you know why China comes into mind? When affordability comes into mind, it becomes China is the game changer for that. Now, you might go to China and buy a super bike that is not self-powered, and it's going to be more expensive. Why? Because it has a lithium battery on it. If it uses electricity to charge, and if it uses gasoline, you're going back to fossil fuel. Now, if you buy that same car EV Pro 3, the Pro 3 version, which is not the Pro EV, are you getting my point? It is the one that is being powered by a lithium battery. So you're going to still be struggling with charging infrastructure. So this is President Emerson, and this is the Sate Car EV. So the Sate Car EV version is what you're going to be looking for, which is cheaper than the Pro 3, because the Pro 3 uses a lithium battery pack, which is a whole lot pack underneath the car. But this one have no lithium battery on it, because it is self-powered to drive infinitely. So I hope you guys are getting the point right now, because I've been trying a lot of time to script this. But after the script, there is a whole lot of some sort of a disruption in the information, and you people get lost in the translation. So here, this is it. Now we're going to be going into the last phase of this. Where can you buy it? For a lot of you guys who are still skeptics and saying that there is no any product on ground. When Elon Musk began, he have no product on ground. When Xiaomi started, they don't mass produce anything. You have to pre-order. Even up to this very day, we're talking about the Apple and Samsung. When their first product is about to be released, you have to get it to pre-order. I think maybe that is where a lot of people are feeling that this could be a scam or hoax. Well, hold your horses. Nobody's saying you should be in a hurry to go and buy the self-powered car. But be patient. Before this year, 2025 runs out, you're going to be seeing this car in your street. If you didn't queue up, if you are not among the first persons or the first line of people who want to take the bull by horn and risk it to make a pre-order, then you should sit back and watch people who made a pre-order drive theirs. And I'm certain that the price is going to be hitting the roof, because it's going to have a high resale value, because people are not going to be conscious of battery degradation, thermal runaway, high cost of insurance. A whole lot of this that's going to be cropping up is not going to be the same kind of thing. And also the cold chill. Someone was asking me, someone from Canada, he said, how is it going to be reacting to the weather in Canada? I said, it's going to be weather resistance. It's going to be more, it's going to be much more pro in performance. A combination of internal combustion engines and EV combined together, put together, is going to outperform both, because this is a cutting edge technology that is weather resistant. Because in as much as there is availability of radio frequency within your vicinity, whether the ambient temperature of the environment drop to -100, your car is going to start and work just fine. And it's not going to be killing tires the way the EV does because of the heavy weight, because this is not gonna be heavyweight champion. So let's listen to Maxwell about the current progress being made in Zimbabwe about manufacturing plant.
So right now we are working on that to put an assembling plant in Zimbabwe, to start with an assembling plant. They'll bring their expertise in making cars, we bring our expertise in energy, then we combine the two.
So from now going onwards, you can now get the machines.
At a much anticipated event in Harare, Zimbabwe, Maxwell Chikumbutso, the renowned Zimbabwean inventor, recently unveiled his groundbreaking microsonic energy-powered devices as promised. This unveiling has once again thrust him into the public spotlight, with some skeptics labeling him as a fraud, while a significant number of people continue to express unwavering faith in his innovations. This was clearly demonstrated by the impressive turnout at his launch event, which included attendees from as far as Europe and several other African countries.
Today we are the first people who have done that in the world. Like us or hate us, that's a fact. We have seen it, we have tested it, it was tested outside the country, it works.
It is important to note that he does not actually manufacture vehicles, but rather powers them with his microsonic device. This has been a conflicting point for several people, and it is only fair to make it clear. So if you own a car already, you can now buy and install his microsonic energy-powered device into your car, giving it the power to run without the need for any recharge or fuel. The same principle applies to other devices, whether it's a self-powered TV or a generator. Chikumbutso's microsonic energy-powered device can provide the power they need to function. And later on in the video, I will share with you how and when you can lay your hands on one of these devices. As per the plans for 2025, and how he plans to work with car manufacturing industries, Maxwell stated that they are looking forward to starting an assembly plant in Zimbabwe. But here is what is going to happen. A company will come in to manufacture the bodywork of the cars, and his company, Scythe Technologies, will be responsible for powering the cars with their microsonic energy device. This will be a game changer for Zimbabwe and Africa as a whole.
So there you have it, folks. You have got the critical analysis, which most of you missed. The zero footprint carbon emission and the subsequent development that is currently going on in Zimbabwe prior to establishing a manufacturing plant. And you have heard the last speaker talked about that the KIV provide the car, while SAIT provide the technology. However, in future, this very information here might not be so relevant because the SAIT technology will be going fully into automotive industry and building some other equipment in order to make the cost affordable for buyers and users around the world. So if you have any further question, drop it below in the comment section, as I'm going to be attending to you as soon as possible. I remain positive, optimistic, and updated. I remain Dr. Cool Orofix. I hope to see you soon. Bye for now. Catch you later.